Can't stop your junk food addiction, can you? Let's be real for a second. Saying no when your friends offer you food, that gets awkward. Cooking a 5-star meal after a long day, ain't nobody trying to do that. And damn it, after a draining day, are you not allowed to enjoy your meal to put your mind at ease? It makes sense. So let me ask you, why do you really want to quit your junk food addiction? Because if we're being honest, the food tastes good, it helps relieve stress, and it's always there. One tap, one click, one call away. Besides, how bad could it really be? You're putting in hours, working hard to build a future for yourself and your family, right? And you should be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. When we consume excessive junk food, we're locking in habits that lead to stronger binge eating habits, lower confidence, joint pain, cognitive decline, and eventually a shortened lifespan. But you're not trapped. It's actually a simple path forward. It's the same one that I followed. But I won't lie to you. To take back control, you have to face the one thing that has always stopped you: discomfort. All it takes from you is long-term regret. Follow this roadmap, and I'll give you the weapon you need to fight back.
But this begs the question, why is it so easy to become addicted to junk food? One way to think about it is as a habit. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, defines a habit as a small decision and action performed daily, forming routine and practices that shape our identity and lives, compounding over time. Eating a burger, for example, seems like a small decision, one that satisfies hunger in the moment. Most people eat at consistent times, after work, before bed, during lunch breaks. These moments create a routine, a pattern that repeats. And the fact that you clicked on this video, it might mean you already labeled yourself as someone struggling with a junk food addiction. But how did these habits even form? There are 4 key stages. You see an ad, that's the cue. Your body reacts, hunger spikes, and suddenly you crave it. You bought the food, that's the response. And then you enjoyed it. That's the reward. Repeat this enough times and your life falls into a cycle.
You'll eat, you'll sleep, and work repeat. Each day feels like rinse repeat. New Year comes, you swear your shift, but nothing changed. Just more the same. Then someone comes back, but you don't see it. It sees you. Hell, it knows you. It's smart. It strikes when you're weak, whispers the right doubts, and breaks you down at your most vulnerable moments. It's you. Not you, the you that's now aware, but the you that acts when you're unaware. But it isn't evil. It doesn't want to hurt you. It actually wants to protect you. Its only mission is to keep you alive. Why do most of us struggle with binging? Because the body was built to store fat for survival. Back in the day, food wasn't readily available. We had to hunt for our meals, risk our lives fighting animals born stronger than us. The humans whose bodies adapted to storing fat survived. Those who didn't, cooked. But here's the problem. What was once necessary for survival is now hurting us. Your body is actively working against you. So what do? Do we just sit there and let our own biology control our actions? Defeating the within is actually simple. We'll use the same tool that made us the dominant species in the first place. You see, your body moves because of your thoughts. Your thoughts are fueled by emotions. Your emotions are triggered by results. But what regulates all of that? Your subconscious. It dictates your habits, your beliefs. 95% of your decisions are subconscious. If you deeply believe you're a fit person, you will subconsciously do everything to support that image. You eat McDonald's, your body will trigger a response like guilt and realign with your vision. But if you believe you're unfit, the moment you start eating healthy, your subconscious will find a way to discontinue your efforts. Watch what happens when you feel a negative emotion from work. I feel bad because of an X thing that was not my fault. Therefore, I deserve to eat junk food and should not receive any undesired consequences. Some people love to say, just do the work. Convincing yourself to be the thing is just a waste of time. And I get it. If you already sat down, time already, and you're about to work, but you start procrastinating with affirmations, then you're bugging. But that's not how it works. Be Do Have isn't a one-off. It's a cycle. It's every day, every hour, every minute, and every second. When you say, I'm not ordering that food, that's the be. When you're actively choosing not to order the food, that's the doing. And now, since you don't have the junk food to eat, you have the outcome. It's a cycle. You become the person, you do the thing, and you have the result. The best way to remember something is constant exposure. Your brain strengthens the connections between neurons every time you recall something. The more you repeat it, the stronger those connections become. Your subconscious will default to the information that's been reinforced the most. This is how you break free. Observe your habits without ego. Awareness is the first step. Without awareness, you can't change what you don't see. Afterwards, write down the opposite behaviors. Don't order fast food. When I feel X, I will do Y instead. Use constant reminders. Utilize sticky notes, phone reminders, alarms to remind yourself. Make healthy eating fun. Make junk food boring. Reduce friction for good habits and add frictions for bad ones. Journal and get clear. Why do you want to quit your junk food addiction? If your reason lacks clarity and conviction, you'll fall back into old patterns. Visualize and plan. Anticipate emotional triggers. Know what you'll do when those cravings hit. Educate yourself. Watch content on nutrition, fitness, whatever. What you consume mentally shapes what you do. Find your people. Find people who are also on their fitness journey. The people around you highlight your standards. Obsession. Well, at least in the short term. The faster you get results, the faster those habits are ingrained.
But undeniably, the most important part of this journey: failure.
Every summer, I swore I'll start going to the gym. But when it came time, I'll tell myself that I was overwhelmed with work and had no time. Then I finally tried but gave up. 3 consecutive workouts with 3 consecutive migraines. Walking was torture. My legs burned from friction. My body fought me every step of the way. But I had to find a way. And eventually, I did.
I started to feel more confident in who I was. I no longer felt like I needed to hide behind oversized clothing. I no longer doubted my ability to talk or even confront people. My focus skyrocketed. I felt more energized, more ambitious, more determined than I've ever been. I started setting goals that once seemed impossible, but now feel like they're within reach because I know I'm the one who will make it happen. But the most important part was most definitely that I was able to help my loved ones, leading them through workouts or sharing advice and even creating full plans for them. It actually wasn't really the feeling of being valued, but rather the feeling of being valuable.